To the first week of the backyard baseball season. Here we have the reigning champion CRK playing against the semifinalist KC. This is a matchup of two of the best players. KC is now in his third season of the HL. CRK KC now in his second season of the HL. CRK in his third. CRK has won both the JL and the AHL at this point, and we'll see today if if CRK can defend his title against Kelsey. We'll be playing at Big City Stadium, and we'll get this game underway in a moment. Also, much like John Schmaltz during the World Series, Andy Rue will be joining me at some point in the night. To be determined. Until then, we should be getting started here. Looks like we're calling the wrong person. I'm not sure what's happening there. But anyway, CRK's got a stack lineup once again. We have a Lindsay Felgate off the bat here with Sally Dobbs, Lance Lambert, Veronica Lee, Ingrid Dahlhem, of course, Marquis Du Bois, Rocky Boko, Dominic Hoskins, and once again, Heidi Thurman. The only person to ever draft Heidi Thurman, I believe, is CRK. On the Mighty Hornets side of the KC, we have Roel Mondesi, Fred Benson, Ashley Weber, Cindy Weber, Whitney Singh, Libby Futterman, Gary Allen, Jody Palmer, and Serena Diamante. I should probably put the stream on so I can see if everything's working. We have lots of people in the backyard baseball lobby here today. Looks like lots of games are happening all at the same time. Quadruple header, some might say. And we're just waiting for the action to start. Both CRK and KC have tons of games played. Tons of games played. Looks like CRK with 800 wins, 486 losses, 367 draws. Compared to KC 629, 303, and 179. That is a lot of backyard baseball for both guys, folks.
Do we call now?
Oh yeah, sorry, yeah, you guys call. Absolutely.
Alrighty.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello? Hi. Do you want to play a game? Bring it on.
Getting the teams to set up their lineups just now. It will momentarily underway. Sorry, folks. I have been up for way too long plowing snow. Each other just checking each other's rosters real fast before we hit the start button to get this one underway. Looks like we'll have Lindsay Felgates leading off for CRK, followed by Veronica Lee, and then other people eventually. Thanks, buddy. The action so far is oh, here we go. They're underway now with Kelsey and CRK. Never mind, one of them is still sitting in the lineup. Oh, yeah, I don't think I can change the title.
Today is Dominic
Well, we're playing the 2002 World Series Game 5 here for BBOL, not the Backyard Baseball Online League. That's way better. It is what it is. We got the first pitch underway here from Dominic Hoskins, and Roel Mondesi does what he does best, fouling the first pitch off. Dominic Hoskins, a little bit of a jack of all trades here, master of none at the pitching spot. Can throw pretty much any pitch in the game for a little bit of time. We'll probably only be seeing him for a couple innings unless he's truly dominant. Dominic Hoskins now at a 1-2 count. Throwing that slow ball up high to Roel. And KC! A surprising lack of an eye there by KC, and swings on a terrible pitch. Doesn't happen very often for him. Now up the bat is one of the Weber twins.
No fair.
Dominic Hoskins looks to deal a curveball. Oh, and never mind. We haven't crashed.
That was a ball.
Just a bit low there for Dominic Hoskins. Changing up his pitches left and right. Another slow ball here up high, trying to get him to bait again. Oh, gets Ashley Weber to pop up right to Dominic. We should have out number 2. And gets out number 2 there. It's Casey already down to his last out of the first inning with Fred Benson, the always dangerous Fred Benson. Got speed, got the same power as Ahmed Khan.
Ready now. Throws it.
And CRK looks like he'll be flirting around the strike zone just a little bit, trying to nibble the edges there. Probably not going to be too worried about walking Fred here at 2 outs. I haven't taken a check on KC's lineup, but I would take a wild guess that Libby Futterman or Gary Allen will be next up to bat.
From the stretch and the offering.
And this is a intentional walk at all but the name so far here. There's not a single pitch that's come close to the strike zone.
The stretch and the offering.
Oh, KC with a 3-0 count slaps this one. Veronica Lee will be under it.
Goes for the dive.
Oh, but bobbles it, and Fred Benson gets to second base, where he will park his butt. Bad error there by Veronica Lee. Don't see that too much in the 70 coordination, but of course the 2 height that I always talk about, that always becomes problems in the outfield, or the infield, or pretty much anywhere where a kid wants to catch the ball. Dominic Hoskins deals again, also being careful here with Gary Allen.
Second, 2 out.
Gary Allen could change his game in a heartbeat with the bat.
He's ready now. Pitch on the way.
Now down to a 3-0 count. Maybe Casey will swing again on 3-0. Worked out last time for him. Dominic Hoskins giving up a little bit less than a 50-50 ball. I call that a 60-40 for a strike, but that is ball 4. Now we have a slower runner on first base.
Libby Futterman steps up.
Another dangerous bat here for Casey and Libby Futterman. Not much speed on her, but
Ball 1.
can park this ball out of here.
Second, 2
And it looks like CRK will continue to try to nibble up that lower strike zone.
Throws it. The swing.
And there he goes. Finally gets a pitch in there. 1-1 count to Libby. Throwing a little bit of a wild pitch here for Dominic. And misses badly low. Goes back to his bread and butter, the slow ball.
He set. The 2-1 pitch. That was
And there's ball 3, and we're looking at maybe a pitching change here coming up as Dominic Hoskins is already halfway down to the stamina. Lance Lambert, the slow ball specialist, is coming in the game. I haven't seen his team very much, but it's looking a lot like he's going to have a lot of pitchers with slow balls, and then we'll throw that curveball up until the stamina doesn't allow him to. And there's strike 2 to Libby Futterman. Full count here, 2 outs. Runners will be in motion. We're going to throw an elevator pitch. Never mind. Just kidding. Slow ball coming here in bottom right corner for Lance Lambert. Digs in and deals. Slapped the shortstop. Ingrid catches that one on the line. In what turned into a nice little 2-out rally there. Smuttered by Ingrid. CRK now at the plate against Whitney Singh. See? Some kind of name. Whitney over here has curveballs, which is the specialty for KC. Every time I play KC, he's got a guy who throws a curveball with 100 curveball coming in on that right hook. Look for that long sweeping curve all day long. Lindsey Felgate here pops this one up to the catcher, but it's looking gapped, and there might be a collision here. Lindsey Felgate is going to go to second and get out of play for third base. Oh, backyard baseball at its finest there. What was a sure out turns into a triple for Lindsey Felgate with a pop-up. Veronica Lee out the bat. Speed and power, but going for the grounder. Makes sense on the field with a bounce like this. Whitney trying to nibble up those corners just like CRK was doing. This one should be low as well. Oh, gets in there, strike 1. 1-1 count to Veronica Lee. Racing
From the
digs in and deals.
delivered.
Another hook.
That was ball
This one too high. 2-1 count. CRK always getting that runner in motion, trying to sneak in an early run here. And this one's going to be slapped down the first base line. CRK will take the out at first base and give up the run. 1-0 for the Bombers.
Time out.
I did not see who took the timeout there. I was eating some food.
Now pitching, Jody
Jody
Palmer.
Palmer now on the mound. Early change here for
And the
KC.
throw.
Oh, and deals in a nice pitch to Lance Lambert. CRK took one. He's probably thinking back on that one. Might have wanted to swing at that one. Oh, but he swings at this one and takes it for a ride. This one is going, gone.
Lick a stamp and wrap it on that puppy 'cause that ball is
Lance Lambert puts the Bombers up 2-0 with a bomb of his own. CRK striking here early. KC maybe a little bit rattled after that opening salvo from Lindsey Felgate for a triple. It's now another dangerous bat, and Sally Dobbs appears.
ready now. Head to the plate. High ball one.
High ball
Going out.
one over there. Thanks for that one, Sunny Day.
Ready now.
Jody
Head to
Palmer,
pitch.
8th round pick for KC.
1-1.
Has some decent pitching stats with a 68 slow ball and an 81 right hook. And I think those will be the two pitches you see for every at bat with her
And the
pitching.
count is 1 and 2.
Sally Dobbs do what she does best with that one contact fouling pitches off.
Swing.
But strikes out on pitch number 4. That will be some mercy there for KC, who's looking to stop the bleeding from the Bombers early.
Robbie Boko.
Robbie Boko now up to the bat. Robbie Boko, 80 power, 29 contact, 5 speed. Not much of a home run threat, but will be swinging power here with 2 outs for KC, or for CRK. Jody Palmer there with a dot ball in the bottom right-hand corner. 0-1 to Robbie.
The delivery. Low ball 1.
Oh, doesn't get the dot ball this time. Now 1-1 for Jody.
Into the motion. The 1-1 pitch. The swing. The right.
CRK, not sure why he missed that ball there. Not down to a 1-2 count. Will he swing to the line drives? Try not to strike out here. It fouls off another one.
1 and 2. The stretch. The 1-2 pitch. The wing.
And there's strike 3 for Robbie Bako. And he will take to the bench, but not after a great start to the first inning here for the Bombers, going up 2-0.
That'll end the inning.
We'll have Sydney Weber, Jody Palmer, and Serena Damonte up to bat. Those could inspire a run or two.
Sydney Weber steps
Some
up
speed
to
for them. Until Serena Damonte with the 4, but enough contact to put it out there for a Texas leaguer. Lance Lambert will stay on the mound here
He's set. Here's the
with
pitch.
that slow ball special coming up. It slaps down.
In foul territory. 0-1.
And somebody can correct me if I'm wrong or not, but I believe the slow ball action here costs only 1 stamina for CRK because of the 100 on the stat for Lance Lambert. A nice dot ball there on the hook from Lance. A little bit of inaccuracy, but going just fine right now.
1 and 2. Here's the motion. The delivery.
There's a high hook and ball 2.
2 and 2.
2-2 count here to Sydney Weber. KC trying to lock down here.
And the throw. Swung on. A
Slaps up the
bouncing
middle
ball.
right to Lance
And
Lambert.
grabbed it
Doesn't have to move
straight
much,
to
and there's
third.
the first out.
Out of there. Jody Palmer steps up.
One of the issues with Lance Lambert is his very weak arm and his slow speed.
And the offering. The
So if he
wingman.
gets a little bit stamina hurt here, and we're already seeing that right now with a perfect bump by Jody Palmer, and Lance cannot catch up to it.
He's safe.
Now Serena Damonte over here. Will we see a bunt? Maybe a sacrifice over to second base. Maybe an attempt at a Texas leaguer. Anything on the ground is probably going to be a double play unless he gets through the infield. And Lance throws in the slow ball. High and tight.
The windup and the
Now a
offering.
right hook to change some things up here, and there's that double play I was talking about.
Easy
Dominic,
play
nope.
and straight to third.
Dominic does not go to 2. Jody Palmer a little bit too fast. We'll have to sacrifice the one. Whitney Singh now up to bat, trying to drive in that run from second. Does have the speed at second if we have a gapper.
He winds and the throw. A swing. That's a
Fouls
foul.
the first pitch
They have
off
a
here.
runner on second,
The
two
juice box
outs.
getting a little crushed here for CRK.
The coach
Looking
calls
down the low.
time out.
Talk about that right now. We might have a substitution. We're going back to Dominic Hoskins. New rule here. You're only allowed 8 timeouts per game. I don't know if anyone's been keeping track of that. That is opposed to the only rule of 2 per half inning the last season. Now you get 8 total and 2 per half inning. Sally Dobbs now taking the bump here. Another jack of all trades, master of none, but right to her, and this should shut down the inning. Still 2-0 going to the bottom of the second.
Halfway through the inning now. Left one on second. Ingrid Dahlman steps up to bat.
Ingrid Dahlman now up to bat. She's got a little bit of speed on her herself, but not much in the way of a bat.
Here's the pitch. Ball one.
Jody Palmer staying on the bump for the Hornets.
The windup. Here's the pitch. Strike.
1-1 count here to Ingrid.
The stretch. The 1-1 pitch.
And this curveball will drop in there. And that's a 48 stat curveball. Not normally seeing that. CRK might have been taken aback by just how little that ball actually ended up
From the
curving.
windup, the delivery.
Oh, here he comes again. He's not going to be fooled this time. Swings at this one. Roll Mondesi right under it, though. We have the first out of the inning. Marky Dubois, a very slow player himself with a 4 speed. We'll see what CRK wants to do with him. Looks like he's going to try to shoot one down the line.
One out. She's ready and delivers. Strike.
Oh, Jody Palmer just continues to deal with that right hook out of the corners.
Delivery. Go ball two.
Oh, can't get the slow ball in there, though. 2-1 count. We're going to be seeing the right hook again. That has been fooling CRK a little bit here
2-1 pitch.
early on. And it does it again with a dot. 2-2. Jody Palmer cannot be stopped with her right hook.
Takes her stretch. She delivers. That was
And we're going full here with another missed slow ball.
from the windup.
Cody
Rose it.
digs in and deals with the right hook out of the corner. And Marky Dubois slaps this one to one of the Weber twins. Oh, and an unfortunate bounce off the skull there on one of the Weber twins. And Marky Dubois now at first. Not the worst thing to happen, though, with a 4 speed. Not crazy amounts of ability to get around the base path here for CRK with Frogman. We have another timeout here. I have still not been keeping track.
Now pitching, Whitney Singh.
But Whitney Singh will be coming in the game. Thank you for the enunciation there.
Strike one. Runner
From
on
Sunny
first,
Day.
1 out.
Whitney Singh,
Takes her stretch.
start off pitcher here.
Strike.
Already down to 0-2 count. Whitney Singh quickly
Takes her stretch.
coming in
Pitch on the
here.
way.
Another hook, but CRK fouls this one off.
Foul territory.
That was a borderline ball strike, but a good swing there by Dominic Hoskins saves that.
Delivers.
We'll have a 4th pitch here. Dominic Hoskins again fouls it off. Still 0-2. 5th pitch of the at-bat coming up.
Runner on first, 1 out. From the windup, Rose it. The wing.
And another foul ball by Dominic.
0-2.
And just to bring up some things here, for those of you who don't game of backyard baseball at the highest level here in the HL, what CRK is doing is attempting to pull off a hit and run where the shortstop will go to second base right away. And Marky Dubois will have a little bit of a boost to start off. Oh, and ground rule double. Marky Dubois doesn't have to run to third base. Easily trots over there as that ball will go off screen into the black for a ground rule double.
Heidi Thurman.
Now Heidi Thurman up to bat with a base open at first, but I believe we'll be seeing a guy, or maybe we'll be seeing a pitch to him. And there's strike one down the middle. CRK was not set up yet, so I don't believe he's going to swing at that. No, chooses not to take down the hit and run with Heidi up to bat. Quickly down to an 0-2 again.
1 out.
Now we will be seeing the hit and run. Trying to sacrifice Heidi. And that is a slot. That'll be a fair ball, and everyone's going to be safe.
She gobbles it up.
Oh, the perfect line shot And I believe that's Joldy Palmer over there at third base decided to just not play baseball anymore. Went to the dugout instead. CRK now up 3-0. Oh, but Whitney Sy comes back. Whitney Sy comes back with a dot ball against a dangerous Lindsey Felgate who slashes this one. And that is it. Going, crushed. 6-0 for the Bombers. CRK has come out of here in the early season firing with his new team. $6-0 here early. And it has been all CRK through the first 2 innings. Veronica Lee now up to bat. Sacrificed over Lindsay for the first run of the game earlier.
Low ball, 1 out. From the stretch, he delivers. Strike.
Oh, and a dot ball there by Whitney Sy.
Here's the windup and the throw. Swing.
Veronica Lee gets a little bit of pop on this ball. But Fred Benson will camp under it just shy of the wall, but oh, no. Oh, you hate to see it here. KC is just having a bad game. Just an inch off that ball, and it'll drop right in front of Fred Benson, and Veronica Lee will get a double. Lance Lambert now up to bat, and you got to think Casey's pretty much got a pitch to him. Oh, there it is. If this stays fair, it'll be gone, and it is 8-0 here. Lance Lambert again. 2 home runs, 2 at-bats. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think you get any better OPS at the start of the season. Oh. My prescription is ready to be picked up from CVS. Poor timing. Poor timing.
Sally Dobbs steps in. I'm gonna get a home run this time.
Now Sally Dobbs up to bat. 8-0 here early. Casey just, sometimes this is just backyard baseball. Sometimes it's just not your day. Nothing swings in your favor. That is what is currently happening here for Casey. Is Sydney Weber will now take the mound as Casey tries to stop the bleeding. And as we go to stats from last year, I believe we'll have this. A tough stat here for Casey to fight against. Runs allowed. CRK through the entire 14-game season only gave up 31 runs. And Casey, who's right next to him, only gave up 23. CRK already putting a giant dent into that run allowed of last season for KC. Casey's most amount of runs given up last season was 5 against Personizel. Oh, and Sally Dobbs strikes out for the second time as Sydney Weber slows the bleeding a little bit. CRK's highest total runs given up was 7 against Trigatriz, who he took a wild loss against last season. Well, that comes back to the backyard baseball stats. It doesn't matter if you're 2 of the best players in the game. Sometimes the game just hates you.
Into the windup and the delivery. A swing, foul ball, and the count.
CRK continues to try to deal having those high pitch counts against KC. Stamina may be a problem for KC, which will also affect his batting. Oh, sorry, not his batting, his running ability on the base pass.
Into the motion, the delivery.
Sydney Weber gets that in there for a 1-2 count here, and really needs a strikeout here.
And a foul ball.
Stop the bleeding a little bit.
Ready now, the 2-2 pitch. That was ball.
Just missed.
3-2.
Sydney Weber leads it to a full count here with 2 outs.
Takes the stretch, the 3-2 pitch. A swing.
Robbie Bago slaps this one back up the middle. We might have a play at first base here, but gets past. I
I'm so
believe that is
Dumb.
Gary Allen, who had just flew past at second base. I would have thought that maybe Roll Modesty might have been able to gun that to first himself, but maybe the computer itself threw it to second instead of first. That will sometimes happen.
And the pitch. Swung on. And the foul ball. And the count is 1-1.
Oh, hey, buddy.
Into the motion. The 1-1 pitch. The wing.
Oh, Ja. Slapped up the middle of the Weber twin. He will finally get out of this inning here. And after a 6-run second inning, Casey has some work to do at the top of his order.
And the Bombers lead it up by 8. Now pitching, Dominic
Now, we don't need to get it all back at once, but cutting into the lead here will be big. This is a critical at-bat here at this juncture.
Target goes up, fire. That was ball 1 with nobody out. He comes center, pitch on the way. Swinging. A
Roll
bouncy
grounds this
ball.
one, and that'll sneak through here. Roll
It up, straight to
gets on to first base, and that'll start off good for KC.
Here comes Ashley Weber.
Ashley Weber digs into the box, trying to do about the same thing that Roll did. I believe, quite possibly, will be another ground ball here. Good ground ball situation with speed.
With nobody out.
Both Sydney and Ashley.
Into
Better
the
roll.
one. Here's the pitch. Low
Dominic
ball 2.
Hoskins, after that long inning, almost completely back on stamina. And CRK is flirting with the strike zone here, trying to get
And the pitch.
KC to swing at some bad pitches. We're already up to a 3-0 count here. I believe we might see if it's a meatball. I think we'll see a swing.
Here's the motion, the pitch. And that's the first
Wisely lays off of that one. We have runners at first and second with nobody out here. And everything firing good here for KC at the start of the inning.
Fred Benson.
Fred Benson now digging into the play. Has a double on his last at bat. I can't really remember how it happened. I think it was a bobbled ball out in the outfield.
Set and delivered. That was ball 1.
Dominic
Runners
Hoskins
on
with his
first
5th
and
ball in a
second,
row now.
Nobody out.
As CRK continues to try to nibble the strike zone.
That was ball
6
2.
balls straight for Dominic here. This about happened in the first inning with the exact same lineup as CRK trying to play safe, even still up 8-0.
The windup
Back here
pitch on the
baseball
way.
can turn in a blink of an eye here.
Ball 3.
And we have a 3-0 count with nobody out.
The stretch, throws
This
it.
could be a dangerous pitch here for CRK. But we'll miss it for ball 4. We have bases loaded, nobody out here. And Casey's done everything right so far this inning.
Gary Allen steps up to bat.
Oh, Gare Bear in a good spot. Big bat here for KC.
The swing.
Oh, fouls the first one off. May have been on the wrong stance. Not sure if it updated on my end or not.
He's ready now. Throws it. That
Got a
was
1-1 count here from Dominic Hoskins, whose stamina bar looking a little bit worse for wear than it was at the start of this inning.
That was
2-1. We got a 60-40 ball. Another dangerous pitch here from CRK, but this one will end up being high. 3-1 count here.
And the count is 3-1.
Not so good on that one, champ.
CRK now trying to flirt with the strike zone a little bit more. Doesn't want to walk the run in, but also doesn't want to give a big bomb.
Swing.
Gary Allen will fly this one up, and then maybe a sacrifice fly here. A little bit of a bad eye here for Veronica, but CRK able. Oh, misses it! But it's going to turn into a double play, maybe. No, Robbie Backel drops the ball. We've got wildness happening everywhere. Weber going home now. Will score. Gary Allen to second base. Well, he does. I'm not. Oh, we have a little bit of a timeout action here. I think we're going to have a reset as the game called Ashley Weber out at home plate. This game will be 8-2. I believe we'll have a timeout happening in a reset here, folks.
Timeout.
The game will be 8-2 with a runner on second base for KC in the top of the third as we reset. What a wild play that was. I don't know how to stat that one. That was crazy. that was craziness all over the place. Still trying to figure out what my John Schultz is. John Schultz, where you at? I need my Andy Rue. I need my counterpart. Just talking to myself here for a full game. Ooh. Sorry, folks. I'm not sure exactly what is happening right now. Under my eyes, I thought we would just reset it. Somebody pinged me. You missed an exciting comeback here. 8-2 now. We have wild play. If we had instant replay capabilities here, I'd be showing that one on loop. Hi, Bo. Good dog. Hello, are you there? No, I'm not sure if there's a dispute happening between the two of them. Maybe I can peruse for some more info. As we're sitting here in the lobby, I think trying to figure out exactly what happened on that last play. Possibly. It was a little crazy, but Ashley Weber did score, but was called out by the game on one of those just errors. I'm getting a little bit of information here, slowly coming in. We're going to have a full-on reset here of 8-0, bases loaded with Gary up with no outs. It looks like we've agreed to reset the game 8-0 with bases loaded with Gary Allen back to bat instead. And there's the reset here. We'll be back live in about 5 minutes, folks. Oh, you know, I have a title screen for this. Hold up. Boom. I think this swaps over. Yeah, Backyard Sports Center. Pause. Awesome. That's production quality right there. Look at that pixelated thing I made. Well, folks, we're going to take a couple-minute break here. We'll be right back.
Who is it? Would you like to play? Sure, I'll play.
About you. And we are back, folks. We will be starting out at 8-0 with Gary Allen up to bat. I'm actually going to get clarification. Not sure if we're going to be starting 8-2 with a 1 out, a runner at second base, or 8-0 with bases loaded. I will attempt to get clarification for that soon, but we should all figure it out as soon as they try to reset the lineups. These refs suck. One of the perks of playing a 24-year-old game That was never supposed to see the light of day online. It's a miracle we got this far.
Pitching today is Dominic Hoskins.
And this should start to tell us.
Raul Mondesi gets it going here.
I am the producer of this broadcast. Oh, the game. They get
Darn.
thanks. They know what they're doing. They're good guys. We're about to see what we'll be doing for the reset here. It looks like we might be a little confused ourselves here.
The delivery. Swing. Up to make the
Well, it looks like we might be doing another reset here. That's it's tough news.
The coach calls timeout.
Well, folks, we're doing another reset.
Like you said, be back in 5. That's gotta be just
Oh, that's tough. Welcome to Backyard Baseball. Slapped it right up the middle, right to him. That's a tough one. You know, smart. Also slow, but smart. Slow but smart.
Who is it? Hi. Do you want to play a game? Bring it on.
You've got to think that the reset actually helps KC quite a bit. I think his stamina pool was pretty drained.
No. His pitchers are ready to go that next inning. It's gonna be a long inning here, boys.
Might be a long game. Well, folks, for those who don't know, I believe we're resetting to the top of the third, and I still don't know if we'll be doing. Well, if we took it out, we reset the game. We must be going back to 8-0 bases loaded with Gary Allen at the plate. Or we could have just, taken that one out and just kept going.
Where are we going?
Yes. Where is Andy Rue?
You're not an hour late yet. Whoa.
You know what time CVS is open till? Yeah, I gotta go pick up my antibiotic. CVS. God, the hell with Walgreens. Walgreens is terrible.
You're not wrong. It's close.
So is CVS. It's on 27th. It's almost the same distance. It's actually,
Starting
CVS might be
today
closer.
is Dominic
We're closer to the
Hoskins.
27th than we are Loomis.
Raul Mondesi gets it going here.
Oh, we're back, folks. Roll Mondesi. We'll step back up to the plate.
And the offering.
And we're going to be bunting this time, but we're going to bunt it backwards. Oh,
How'd you
no.
like that one?
The target goes up. The pitch. A swing.
We have 2 foul bunts now. We're going to be forced to swing the bat. This is down.
He's ready now.
We're now intentionally walking.
That was ball 1 with nobody out.
Quite
Hey,
possibly
stop
the
playing so good.
best way to do
Here's
this.
the pitch. That was
And
ball 2.
since Andy Rue is no longer here, you're now my
From
co-host,
the
Matthew.
windup, throws it. That was a ball.
Matzo Fatso in the Backyard Baseball Discord name.
And that's a
And
ball.
what do you think here? You think that I am of the belief that when you reset a game, your RNG for that game resets. I firmly believe there is some kind of a hack in this game that causes RNG to either be bad or good for you, and that gets reset when you restart the game.
Casey is the one that's down.
The target goes up. Here's the pitch. Swinging. There's a bunt.
Casey is the one that's down. Is that
He
you?
is down. Got it.
It's 8-0.
So he was going to have a lot of good juju going his way. Unfortunately, he has now lost that. So now it's completely up in the air, and we have no
Fred
idea what's
Benson
going to happen.
bunts the pitch.
All we know is Fred Benson will be getting in this.
Fred Benson will be getting on base here as we're going to see a nice little bunt.
The delivery.
And this should load up the bases, and we will resume action now.
Excellent.
Gary Allen steps up.
I kind of hope the same play happens again. That was wild. It was such a crazy play. Just
The
hang in
stretch
there.
and the offering.
And Dominic Hoskins, you hate to see it for KC here, but Dominic Hoskins with a dot ball to open up the salvo here.
Swinging.
Oh, and Gary Bear down already down to an 0-2 count.
No out.
Dominic Hoshins will probably flirt with the dot ball now. Oh, heater coming up high here, trying to catch CRK or KC off. KC does attempt to steal home on his hit and run action, but is able to get everyone back to safe. We have a 1-2 count. Dominic Hoshins will come back to nibbling here with a slow ball. Gare Bear does what he does best and fouls off another pitch, stays alive. Really needs some run support here for this inning for KC. Good old Gare Bear. Oh, that was going to bounce hard. I don't know if Lance does make the play, but then throws it to second base. Ashley runs home now, and Lance will let her. And hey, at the end of the day, we're at 8-2 again. With 1 out. The only difference is that we got a guy at first instead of second. Libby Futterman now trying to get this action still going. KC already doing some damage in this inning, at least enough to keep him alive for the rest of the game. But you'd like to see him cut into the lead a little bit more here. We have another high slapped ball here for Dominic Hoshins. We're going to feel this one accurately. It gets the second out. But we do move Gary Allen to second base with Sidney Weber now at the plate. Could gap for a third run is possible here.
Low and away.
Ball one. Ball one off low. Dominic Hoshins here for the third time, getting low on stamina here. But Ingrid solidly makes this play, throws it to Marky Mark, and gets the third out here. Casey does cut the lead down to 8-2 here in the bottom of the third. You know, for production value, I really got to make a scoreboard here that I can overlay so when the game's crashed, I just have the actual score up there that I can update. It requires somebody who's better than me, though. Marky Dubois sits in and looks at the first pitch for ball one. Ball two here for Whitney Singh, just missing. The ball's even in the strike zone. Up, not having a good time here with KC. Gets the first pitch there for a strike. 2-1 count for Marky Dubois. CRK also very good at knowing right where the ball's going to land, and that little quick flick at the last second to the middle. Fouls this one off as well. Gets this one to the ground ball. Gary Allen trying to make a play on the ball, misses it, but will be able to corral it and throw up Marky Mark at first base for out number one as Libby decides that she would rather go get a snack in the bleachers. And now we've got something going on. Dominic Hoshins now up to bat.
From the windup, heads to the plate.
Dominic Hoshins is trying to help out his own cause here. I'm seeing a distinct lack of Dominic Hoshins on the stat page. Am I blind?
From the stretch, pitch on the way. That was ball one.
He doesn't have Mikey Thomas. The stats have not been up. I'm on season 6.
Here's the windup. 1-2 pitch. The wing.
That makes sense. Oh, perfect play there by Whitney. The tip drill. Pitch right down the middle there for Heidi. Heidi, not much of a bat, not much speed. Probably just more of a burn the pitch count.
Second strike on ya, it gets pretty tough to fight back.
Whitney just throwing the ball down the middle here. Heidi Thurman fouls one off. Every foul off pitch is a little bit more stamina burnt. Oh, this will. You might be able to outrun her to first base. Going to the top of the fourth. Everything's looking up for KC in that inning. Gets the 2 runs, shuts out CRK. Now Joldy Palmer up to the bat.
From the stretch, the delivery. No out.
Joldy Palmer takes strike 1 here. Takes strike 2 on a foul-off pitch. This is the part of Casey's lineup that's not strong at the bat, but if he can find gaps, will be huge for him.
Low ball 1, and the count is 1-2.
That's just a bunch of ranch.
Takes the stretch, the 1-2 pitch, swung on.
Another foul-off pitch there by Joldy Palmer is Dominic Hoshins' stamina bar looking a little bit low.
Swung on.
Oh, strike 3 there from Jody Palmer on a ball low. You know, we'll have Serena Diamante up to the bat.
Steps up to bat.
The dog really wants something.
From the windup and the delivery. Swung on.
Serena Diamante hits it to Lance Lambert, who makes a diving catch for no reason.
Takes the dive.
He gets the
Up,
second
steps
out.
first. That's it for her. Whitney Singh steps up.
Flashbacks to Season 5 playoffs with Jorge Garcia not stepping on the bag
Into the windup.
multiple
Hits
times in the
away.
playoff game.
Strike one. 2 out.
Does he have any aggression? I thought he was a 1.
High and outside.
1-1 here for Whitney Singh, and Dominic Hoskins' stamina bar getting lower and lower. If Whitney Singh can find her way on base here, Casey will have a chance
shouldn't
at
count.
scoring a run in this inning.
Ready now. The 1-2 pitch. A swing.
Oh, this one will be popped
I'm
up to
so
Heidi.
good.
And she gets it.
And we are going to the bottom of the 4th,
Halfway
8-2.
through the inning now. Lindsay Felgate steps up to bat.
Lindsay Felgate, home run and a triple so far.
She's
You say
ready.
bedtime?
Strike
At 8 p.m.
one.
Bye.
The stretch throws it.
Oh, and a dot ball there for KC.
Nobody out.
Lindsay Felgate down early here, 0-2.
She is ready. And the offering. Low ball.
Whitney tries to flirt with another dot ball. 1-2 count. Has some pitches to work with against Lindsay. Lindsay going for a grounder instead of power here. Maybe
And the pitch.
CRK might be going for the cycle here with Lindsay.
Cover to third.
And this one will go past her for at least a single, possibly a double. He will not stretch it out. Stays at first base wisely.
Veronica Lee.
Now Veronica Lee trying to do what she can. The error in left field never happened according to the game. So we won't talk about that anymore. Veronica Lee trying to bunt her over.
And the offering.
CRK looking like he might just be playing small ball here with a 6-run
Runner on
lead.
first.
Maybe
No
trying to make
out.
one run up.
The stretch. She delivers. Swung on.
Veronica lays down the bunt.
Foul
Foul.
line back.
0-2.
0-2. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Curveball here for Whitney. Veronica slams this one to left field. It will drop there. It's by. It's by Fred Benson. Lindsay Felgate could go home here and will. Veronica goes to third. Chooses to go back. Throw is not in time, and
My
Veronica Lee will be
bad.
safe at second with an RBI double. 9-2. Lance Lambert at his third at bat here. Already 2 for 2 with 2 home runs. Looking for his third one here. This pitch might be it. Nope. Ball one.
Darn.
That's why I am 7-7 in the league and not going to playoffs.
Target goes up. The
Yeah.
delivery. Swung on. A bounce.
Lance Lambert slices this one. And we're going to have a play at first base, but Veronica Lee will go to third base. 1 out here, 9-2, bottom
Sally
4.
Dobbs steps in.
Sally Dobbs, another dangerous at bat, but I believe has 2 strikeouts so far today.
The coach calls timeout.
We'll have another KC timeout. And folks, I have no idea what the timeout limit is at this point. Dominic Hoskins going on the mound for CRK. I believe that might be getting swapped off. Yep. We have Marky Mark. Nope, changing his mind. Lance Lambert will go on the mound. Maybe has flashbacks to Lance Lambert dropping 7 straight balls for me in the at first base. The game he watched years ago. We're getting all kinds of defensive changes here. Lance Lambert playing left
Now
field.
pitching,
Remember
Jody
that one,
Palmer.
folks. That might be the black hole that they
The
need for
stretch
KC.
And the pitch. Low ball one.
Jody
Runner
Palmer
on
goes
third.
low here.
One
The
out.
Sally Dobbs 1-0 count. Can't fault Casey for trying it, though.
Strike.
There's a good backup pitch from Jody. 1-1.
From the stretch, the 1-1 pitch. Low and inside, and the count is 2-1. The windup, pass to the plate. The swing, back towards the outfield.
Sally Dobbs here hits one to roll. Mondesi, this should score a run. Oh, this is looking bad for Casey. Does get the diving play. Was that on purpose? That might have been on purpose, folks. That might have messed CRK up. I'll have to ask Casey about that after the game's over, but that might have been a bait. If that was a bait, that was a pretty good bait there. You don't see that too much in backyard baseball. I'm going to go with that was a bait from KC. That is an excellent play.
That was a ball. The target goes up. The 1-1 pitch. That was a ball.
Jody Palmer now up to 2-1 count to Ingrid Dahlman.
The target goes up. Here's the pitch. Low ball 3.
3-1 count here for Ingrid.
She kicks and the throw. A swing.
Slaps down the third baseline, goes through him. And it'll be, do we have a play at home? No, 10-2.
Looks like she just dropped
And this
the
has been
ball.
the issue with KC
How'd
all
you like
day.
that
Those
one?
grind.
Robbie
Wait, we'll
Butler.
ignore the home runs for now. That has put CRK up. What he's been doing really well, though, has been playing that small ball, just getting the ball through the infield of KC.
Runner on first. 2
It's
out.
just been a tough day in the field.
She's ready. And the
Balls are
delivery.
just seeing eyeballs, really.
And
Jody
count
Palmer there,
is
though.
1.
Nice dot ball in the corner.
The windup. The 1-1 pitch. The wing.
Robbie Backel lines this one to third base, but it's stopped by Whitney Singh. And that'll end the inning 10-2 at the top of the fifth.
Tied at 2. Sally Dobbs up on the mound.
Sally,
Ready for
as we
action.
talked a little bit earlier, Sally Dobbs now on the mound. Lance Lambert to left field. We'll see if KC will be able to take advantage of this.
From the windup and the offering. Swinging. A bouncing ball. Jumps. He dives for it. Picks it up. The throw to first base. He's out. Here comes Ashley Weber. Here's the motion. The delivery. Swung on.
Here's a slant for Ashley Weber with a bobbled ball.
Straight to first. Safe. Fred Benson steps up. Into the motion. Here's the pitch.
Sally Dobbs now with a dot ball to KC. 0-1 count.
Takes the stretch. Fires. The wing.
This will be slapped right to Sally Dobbs with a big play.
Got him out.
I don't think that would have
On
gone
one
through
for the
Ingrid. I think Ingrid might have been able to snag that one up for a double play as
Gary
well.
Allen steps up to bat.
It was looking to be right in her breadbasket. Gary Allen trying to do something here. Has 2 RBIs in the day. The only 2 for KC. And he did that twice. CRK being a little bit slow with Gary Allen there. Gary will take a swing at that one, though. This is not going to be much of a distance. Sally Dobbs catches that one, and the top of the fifth is over. Not looking good here for KC. 8 runs to go with his weaker part of the order up to bat. But who knows? It's a backyard basketball, backyard baseball. Magic may happen.
This one here is going plumb out of here.
Here's the windup. Fires. Ball 1.
Oh,
No
just
out.
off the plate here. And that is
The windup and the
that is
throw.
telling the entire game for KC so far. Just off. Everything has just been just off for him.
Into the motion and delivered. A swing. Strike.
Begins that one. 2-1 count here for Marky. Boy, a little bit of an early swing there from CRK. We having some movement around here for both teams. Lance Lambert taking the bump for CRK as the closing pitcher.
Now pitching. Whitney Singh takes their stretch. Pitch on the way. Ball 3. No out.
How'd you like that one?
Into the motion.
It is the bottom of the fifth currently, for those who are.
It's going up the right field line.
A
And
little
it's
off.
foul.
I was
No
I was
out.
hoping that wasn't a crash. Sure a second. I got nervous.
Touch to the plate. Swinging.
Oh. Marky Dubois with some pop here. But one of the Weber twins
And he's
makes
out.
up for her earlier drop in the
Dominic
game.
Husky steps up.
Catches this one with ease.
From the windup, throws it.
Dominic Hoshins now up the bat.
Strike. 1 out. She's set. A pitch. Ball 1, and the count is 1-1. Takes her stretch. The 1-1 pitch. Strike.
Oh, nibbles there with Whitney. 1-2 count here. It looks like CRK will be calling a timeout. wants to change his pitching order a little bit more. Maybe taking a strikeout here to get the stamina boost up there for Dominic Hodgkins. I would believe that would be the best case scenario here
That was a ball. 1 out.
with an 8-run lead.
She's ready. The 2-2 pitch. Low and away.
Full count here. Dominic Hodgkins maybe not taking a
The
strikeout.
windup pitch on the way. Struck out.
Took the strikeout. 2 away here at the bottom of the 5th.
Heidi Thurman.
Yeah, that might have been. You might see 2 strikeouts in a row here.
Takes the stretch. Cuts to the plate.
I don't think
Direct
Heidi will be
and
swinging at a
down to
pitch.
0-1.
For those who don't know, you get a +10 stamina for every player, every strikeout you get against you. So if you strike out, all of your players get a +10 on their stamina bar.
From the windup and the pitch.
Well, there it is, strike 3 again. Dominic Hodgkins should be pretty close to a full stamina bar when he goes up the pitch.
That's it for the 3rd inning. Tied at 2. Now pitching, Dominic Hoskins. Libby Futterman steps up to bat. He's set. And the offering, low ball 1.
Dominic Hodgkins dealing now with
From the
almost a full
stretch,
stamina
cuts
bar.
to the plate.
Libby
One
Futterman,
ball.
the last good bat here for KC, I believe, hits it right to Sally Dobbs for the first out. Great hit, just
Sidney Weber.
not enough of a gap. Sidney Weber now with that. Never mind with that last bat. At least one more good bat here
Throws it. Swing.
for KC, but misses this one.
1 out.
Dominic Hodgkins continues to deal slow ball this time high, as we've seen all day long. And this one's deep, but Sally Dobbs tracking it and gets another one. Sally Dobbs has been just a magnet for balls over there in center field today. Now Casey down to his last out here. This one also slapped, but right to Lindsey Felgate, who will throw him out at safe at first base, just barely.
She's safe. Serena DeMonte steps up to bat.
Now Serena DeMonte, the last chance.
Target goes up and the delivery. A swing.
This becomes just next man up. Out this one, Sally Dobbs with all 3 outs. Yes.
Makes the catch. She's
And
got it.
CRK takes the first game of the season, 10-2 in a dominating performance. On the cusp of 3 home runs, 2 by Lance Lambert, 1 by Lindsey Felgate. That really sealed the deal early.
Coach called timeout.
Casey had a good inning of a fight, but just too much to make up with too little time left in the game. And we'll have our winner with CRK. KC, tough game. Looks to bounce back next week against Little Waz. And folks, that'll do it for us today. If you're interested in getting streamed, the next available stream for myself and the missing Andy Rue will be January 8th at 7 p.m. Central. You can message me if you would like to take that time. For now, I will see you all later. Have a good one.